Good afternoon. I want to thank Dana's instructional leadership team for making this time available to me to consider Dana's technology integration. I want to share with you some work I did, a needs assessment of where we're at here at Dana, and then discuss some recommendations for next steps. A little background. It all began with an idea. San Diego Unified School District created a technology plan. The SDUSD 21st Century I-21 Interactive Classroom Initiative was initially funded by Prop S. Proposition S was a bond measure in November of 2008, and that was followed up by passage of Proposition Z in November of 2012. The bonds initially provided over $42 million per year through 2014 for educational technology throughout the district, and a total of $400 million over 15 years for upgrades to classroom instructional technology. Digital tools that are provided in I-21 classroom, thanks to these propositions, were rolled out to all classrooms over 5 years, and they include presentation stations with interactive whiteboards, one-to-one student devices, and audio technology systems. The vision of the I-21 interactive classroom. In the spring of 2014, a new report was presented to the school board by what was called the I-21 Now Committee. Their report was called Shaping a Vision to Support Next Generation Learning. In the report, they stated, today's learner needs to be able to use technology to analyze, learn, and explore. Digital age skills are vital for preparing students to work, live, and contribute to the social and civic fabric of their communities. This report challenged district leadership to think of the digital age student as one who uses technology to develop 4 skills: critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity in order to become lifelong learners. And they call them the 4 C's. So this needs assessment is showing how Dana Middle School is preparing its students for the digital age. I believe that Dana does have a vision, and energy has historically been spent on thoughtful planning and policy development. In the 2010-2011 school year, staff from Dana participated in a cluster-wide analysis of technology use and worked collaboratively to develop a K-12 integrated technology plan. The result was a K-12 digital literacy matrix, and this was presented to the cluster's principals in July of 2011. The plan the group developed was in alignment with San Diego Unified's Educational Technology Strategic Plan, and it then set a foundation for professional development opportunities for staff in the Point Loma cluster. So where are we now? 2014. Are Dana students technologically literate? Let me share some data about Dana. There does appear to be an inequity between the technological literacy of Dana 5th graders and 6th graders. 100% of Dana students, that's a little more than 400 6th graders and almost 450 5th graders, do have access to one-to-one computing devices in their core classes in language arts, math, science, and social studies. 6th graders have the added benefit of participation in the LOGO program. That program is subsidized by San Diego Unified, so all 6th graders have laptop computers with Wi-Fi access, and they take those computers home. They have access at home. Most, but not all Dana teachers do use a learning management system, some type of classroom website, to communicate with students and parents. A greater number of 6th grade teachers than 5th grade teachers use this classroom LMS, learning management system, to deliver instruction and to provide learning experiences for students involving digital tools. In 5th grade, few teachers use the LMS for anything beyond recording homework, however. That level of technology integration has increased, and this year more 5th grade teachers are expressing interest in using digital tools. They are asking for support. Technology experiences in Dana classrooms, if we think of the SAMR model as a guide, which we've talked about in previous ILT meetings, range from substitution. Teachers use Microsoft Word to have students do written assignments. Some teachers or some activities show augmentation, for example, using the internet to do research. And there is some modification, especially using Google Apps, enabling students to collaborate with their peers and with teachers, and they receive continuous feedback. And this happens at both 5th and 6th grade. There are some blended learning opportunities happening in 6th grade with the use of Google Apps, but minimal opportunities at this point are being given to 5th graders. Technology is still generally seen as a means toward a final project rather than a learning tool in and of itself. So our Dana teachers support staff and administrators technologically literate. Dana administrators are increasingly using technology, and they model technology integration into the work of the school with the use of Google Docs to share information with Dana staff. Administrators make use of district laptops and software, as well as Google Apps in all staff presentations. In addition, Google Docs are being used for instructional leadership team agendas and grade level professional learning community agendas, or PLCs, and Google presentations are being used for staff meetings. Use of these apps enables collaboration and easy sharing with staff. Professional development for staff around the use of technology has been written into the school's yearly PD plan as well. On top of that, teachers are provided with opportunities to attend professional development at the district's educational technology department, and there's participating to varying degrees. There is a workshop training sequence plan developed by San Diego Unified's Educational Technology Department, and teachers are asked to proceed through those sequentially. The courses are taught by EdTech staff and classroom teachers after hours and on Saturdays. There have also been some more intensive technology institutes, which some Dana staff have participated in during the summer. For these workshops, teachers are paid workshop rate, so there is compensation. Support staff is also integrating more technology into their work at Dana. For example, counselors are now using Google Docs to share information amongst themselves and with administrators and with teachers. What about the Dana community? Is the Dana community technologically literate? At this time, there is minimal community involvement in technology planning or vision for the school site. The Parent Association, the Dana Association, does send a weekly e-blast to parents and staff with pertinent information about school programs. Also, the Parent Association has supported the work of Dana staff by paying for earbuds and paying registration for teachers to attend the annual Computer Using Educators Conference. There is a demonstration of an interest in supporting the use of technology at Dana. How does San Diego Unified and Dana use technology to respond to student needs? Again, through the needs assessment, I found that Dana's annual budget does include a part-time network systems media support technician. This person is responsible for troubleshooting network and hardware repairs on site and is an invaluable staff member. The ITSS department of San Diego Unified also has a help desk. You can reach the help desk by phone during school hours, and it's also accessible online 24 hours a day. And Dana has a digital teacher leader, the DTL. That administration has given the DTL one prep period a day that's dedicated to providing support for instructional technology practices. The DTL is available to model lessons, to work with teachers in the integration of technology into the curriculum, and also helps to develop site-specific professional development when technology is integrated into the PD. What about access to technology at Dana? I found that it is ubiquitous and it is definitely accessible. When Proposition S passed in November 2008, the district developed a 5-year plan, the I-21 plan, that to provide one-to-one computing access in grades 3 through 12 in every school. It calls for a variety of devices to be distributed to classes based on grade level. Access to technology is designated for classroom use, and it's also been expanded at this point. Now there's student devices for grades K2 as well. Dana was fortunate. It was part of the Year 1 rollout. So in 2009, Dana 6th grade teachers were provided with interactive whiteboards, an audiovisual system, and one-to-one student devices, and additional training on how to use these devices. When Proposition Z passed in 2012, a plan was developed to upgrade classroom instructional technology, labs, and vocational education classrooms. It included enhanced fiber optics in classrooms to increase bandwidth, installation of a wireless network, the Wi-Fi, which Dana benefits from, and additional 21st century technology upgrades, including audiovisual projection capabilities for all students. Let's talk about the digital tools, the resources that support standards-aligned curriculum here at Dana. Teachers at Dana do model best practices, and specifically, I'm thinking of the teachers who have been involved in the LOGO program for the last several years, because they've received specialized training on integrating technology into the curriculum. Last year, there was an increased use of digital tools in all classrooms as we prepared for the SBAC, the online standardized assessments connected to the Common Core standards. There was discussion in all PLCs of how technology would be used in these assessments. In addition, there's use of online texts in 6th grade math, online social studies texts in grades 5 and 6, and there's district resources such as destiny.sandy.net, which can be used for online research, which can be used by teachers for text selection as well. There are a lot of opportunities for professional learning and a lot of district support available to us here at San Diego Unified. With the implementation of the I-21 program, the SDUSD developed a digital teacher leader program, as mentioned earlier. It is supported directly by the district's educational technology department. Again, the purpose being to encourage coaching, modeling, and mentoring at school sites. This position is a voluntary leadership position at school sites, not required. Not all school sites have a DTL, but Dana has committed to having one since the program was instituted. All school sites also have a point of contact from the EdTech department. These people are resource teachers are available for coaching, modeling, and mentoring as well. And there is a district professional development and support plan with a sequence of trainings. These trainings are taught by educational technology resource teachers, and there are also lots of tutorials online, which teachers can access at any time. EdTech staff and Dana staff are encouraged to participate in state and local conferences such as the Q Conference, but this is generally a personal or a site-based decision. Financial implications. So the California's Local Control Funding Formula, the LCFF, and San Diego Unified's Local Control Accountability Plan, the LCAP. This all started in 2013. On July 1st, Governor Jerry Brown signed into law the 2013-14 state budget packet. This instituted a new local control funding formula that totally overhauls how California funds its K-12 schools. Previously, education funds came in the form of categorical programs. Those programs had restrictions on how the money could be spent. But now with the LCFF, schools have more discretion over how they use the base grants they receive from the state. Any extra money received for high-need students has to show increased or improved services for students. Under the funding formula, school districts also must follow new rules that are planned to increase transparency and accountability. The rules include creating, with input from parents in the community, and adopting the LCAP, the Local Control Accountability Plan, which explicitly lays out how the district will spend the funds and call out its goals for improving student outcomes according to 8 priorities set by the state. So now I have some recommended next steps based on the SDUSD LCAP goals and some goals that we could set for Dana. The LCAP for San Diego Unified identifies the following need: to support staff and students in effective use of technologies to support teaching and learning. To meet that need, a goal of digital literacy states that students will have access and skill in applying technologies to leverage their learning. I propose the following goal for Dana. All students at Dana will use digital tools to find, evaluate, utilize, share, and create content using digital tools. This goal can help move Dana forward in its use of technology. The results of the school site needs assessment that I shared with you earlier highlights the need to create an equitable technology learning environment for both our 5th graders and our 6th graders in order to prepare them for lifelong learning with digital tools. I propose that we can meet this goal with staff PD that would explain the SAMR model of infusing technology into the curriculum, as well as blended learning strategies. And this would be followed up by a teacher self-evaluation to have the teacher identify where he or she falls on the continuum, and then that information will help us to determine staff needs. I would also propose a student survey to determine where students see themselves using digital tools in their classrooms, and then we would survey them at a later period in the year to see if things are changing as a result of the PD. The digital teacher leader here at Dana would work with the ILT and the district resource teacher to determine the next steps based on that information. Another goal, the LCAP identifies the need to support staff and students in the effective use of technologies to support teaching and learning. The corresponding goal is cluster support teachers work alongside principals, teachers, and school staffs to build capacity around the Common Core and ELD state standards, adult learning structures, technology integration, and effective teacher practice. And the LCAP establishes funding of $395.6 million toward meeting this goal. My goal for Dana would be to determine how we can best support Dana teachers in meeting this district goal. I propose quarterly professional development, which encourages innovative use of technology. This would be scheduled by the ILT. This PD would be determined by surveying staff about what they're interested in, what kind of support is desired. And then a focus would be on building capacity of the staff to encourage staff members to share, to lead PD around best practices that they're already currently using in their classrooms. The third goal is based on the LCAP need to support staff and students in the effective use of technologies to support teaching and learning with two specific goals. Students have access to and skill in applying technologies to leverage their learning. And the second is provide training for teachers, administrators, paraprofessionals, and support staff to effectively engage students in using a variety of digital resources to leverage learning. The budget of the LCAP calls for $8.5 million towards meeting this goal at the district level. My proposed goal for Dana is that we will increase staff participation in district level professional development, and we'll increase it by making it available here on site. Dana's digital teacher leader has worked with the San Diego Unified Educational Technology Department to pilot technology professional developments at cluster sites rather than currently where it is at the Instructional Media Center. A plan is being developed to use Dana as a site for technology professional development in the winter and spring of 2015. These PDs are already written, already prepared, they're already made available to San Diego Unified teachers. However, they're poorly attended by Dana staff for various reasons. By providing the same level of training on site, my hope is that more teachers will participate and feel empowered to integrate technology into their curriculum. So to review, I do believe we're well on our way to achieving levels of proficiency of the students, staff, and administrators at Dana. I would propose these three goals as a way to continue moving us along. I think with that focus, we can take the next steps. Any questions?